Hey, what's up, you guys? Today I'm reviewing Valerian in the City of a Thousand Planets. It was directed by Luc Besson and released July 21st, 2017. It stars Dane DeHaan and Cara Delevingne. Not sure how you spell her last name, but she's actually not even an actress at all. She was a model turned actress. There's definitely going to be spoilers in this video. Luc Besson is definitely in my top 5 directors, but after this one, I don't know if he's still going to remain there. I'm going to be doing a top 5 directors video, so be sure to subscribe and hit that little bell so you get the notifications when I upload it. So Valerian is about 2 space cops who are trying to obtain this converter to help a race of people to save their species and rebuild their home planet, Planet Mole. I was just hoping that the story was better overall. There's tons of effects in it, and visually this movie is very great, but the story just lacked a bit, and the lead characters lacked a bit. Just overall, I think it was miscast and fell short as far as the story goes. Let's get into my dislikes here. First off, there's no chemistry between Laureline and Valerian, like no real chemistry. It just didn't feel like a real relationship. I feel like it could have been better if they were just partners and maybe there was a little bit of sexual tension there. 2 other actors could have definitely pulled that off, but these were not the 2. With that said, the first act was a bit boring. The city market scene with the shades was ambitious, but ultimately it was boring because there was no real threat to that whole market scene going in and out until the John Goodman Jabba the Hutt releases his beast to go retrieve that converter from them, and that was awesome. That was interesting. That was entertaining. You had this, huge animal coming after you, a real threat, and he was tearing up the little thing they're in, and they had to get out of there. That was dope. I needed more of that. Next is the Rihanna scene. It's in both categories for me, but I didn't like the fact that it was a little bit off-putting for the timing of the movie, and Ethan Hawke was over here pretending to play piano while Rihanna is dancing to this hip-hop beat. A little bit strange, it wasn't really that cool. And lastly, there was somewhat of a Jar Jar Binks type of character. And I don't know what to say about that. It just added somewhat of a comic relief, but it was almost like a little bit too much, a little bit too goofy at times. I don't know, like this movie was really tough for me. I really wanted to love it, but I can't say that I did. Another part was like these really strange looking duck characters. There was 3 of them and they knew a bunch of languages. The way they were designed, they had these trunks. You guys got to check it out. It's just kind of weird and suspect. It was just kind of off-putting. Let me know what you guys think about those characters. Let's just go straight to my likes. It's just beautiful as far as design. Obviously there's CGI, and the different creatures and the different species and Planet Moles. It's just very fluorescent and colorful. I have to give them props for just the way this movie looks, and I think it's going to look better at your house on Blu-ray than it will in the theaters, for sure, on a nice little 4K screen or whatever. Next is the opening scenes of greeting all the different characters and shaking hands with them, kind of forming the alliance on the planet Alpha. It's pretty much the space station that starts in 2050 in the beginning of the movie, right in Earth's orbit, and there are people working together to create this, huge city and shared knowledge and all that stuff. So that was a really cool idea, creating that from the novel into a visual concept. I think he did a great job in doing that. So definitely check it out for that. The converters on Planet Mole are really good as well. These little tiny cute creatures that kind of represent kind of like small pets that actually ended up playing a big part in the end of the movie, which was cool. They weren't just there just to look cute. Next, the opening shot was really cool. It was started in a 4:3 aspect ratio and just slowly panned out to 1080 or maybe 4K, I'm sure. So that was really nice to see that kind of throwback. It was almost like his beginnings of filmmaking to the present of where he's at now in a small little 15-second shot. Next, Valerian breaking through the walls. That action sequence where he's chasing down somebody through Alpha and he's just going through all these different he's going through all these different cities. That was really cool, and I wanted more of that. I wanted to see more of those cities and action sequences within those cities. I think that would have brought the movie up a little bit for me to make me actually love it. The part that I did like about the Rihanna dance scene was the fact that she was a shapeshifter and she wasn't just some stripper human. She was actually some alien shapeshifter who looked like Rihanna, and during her dance she changed through maybe 10 or 15 different costumes through this shape-shifting. So that was really cool. It was like a French maid, like a striptease, like a Moulin Rouge, a disco roller skate queen type of thing. So she went through all these dresses and costumes through this shape-shifting character, which made it cool. And then she helped them after that to go save Kara. She helped Valerian to go save Laureline is her name in the movie. So that was cool that she played a little bit more of a part. Luc definitely came through with the multiple alien races and the beautiful set designs like that. Luc Besson definitely showed up for us in this movie with the just beautiful universe to look at and the space sequences to look at. Just something different and interesting always. I knew he was going to come through with that. I'm going to be doing a top 5 directors video. Let me know what you guys think. I want to hold Valerian very high with the rest of his films, but I just can't right now. You know, it's not on the top of the list for me. Obviously, visually, it's very good, but as far as an overall film, I don't hold it up there with Fifth Element. I don't hold it up there with Lucy even. Dane DeHaan trying to be a lead, and he just wasn't that dude. And obviously, Kara is not that chick. So, but let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, where do you rank this film with the rest of his films? And what did you think about this one? Did you like it? Did it meet your expectations, or was it below your expectations? I definitely want to know, because I feel like I'm the only one now who doesn't like it after talking to a few people. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.